Hello everyone, this is Lincolnus Prime, and today we are taking a look at the S.H.MonsterArts Godzilla Singular Point Rodan. Now real quick, going over the box, we do get a picture of Rodan and the other Rodan on the box. You get S.H.MonsterArts Godzilla Singular Point 2021, Rodan 2021, the second form. We get a lot of words and stuff. Godzilla Singular Point at the top, Godzilla Singular Point, some stuff at the bottom, a picture of Rodan, some more stuff on the sides and on the other side, and a picture of Rodan. And on the back we get the promo shots of the figure and Rodan fighting the S.H.MonsterArts 2021 Jet Jaguar figure, which is also available. So that's pretty much about it. Outside the box, Rodan does come packaged like such, and it pretty much just showcases, you know, the figure itself, the other Rodan, base adapters, base itself, and all that kind of stuff. And to go over the accessories first, this is pretty much all you get, and well, at least we get accessories. But anyways, so we do get two basically like just stands with some bendy wire and some Rodan attached to them. There's at least 4 for each one, so there's at least a total of 8 Rodan. And I do want to go over the detail on these. There is some pretty nice molded detail. They did manage to get a lot in there as well. No paint or anything, sadly, but these are really tiny, so I can understand why. And these are mostly to fit and scale with Godzilla Ultima. So yeah, honestly, and I do want to say this as well. I think it's really brilliant how Bandai managed to basically make each figure in the Singular Point line fit into scale with each other in some way. Like this Rodan fits into scale with Jet Jaguar really well, but then the smaller Rodan fit into scale with Godzilla Ultima, but then you also have Jet Jaguar who can also fit into scale with Godzilla Ultima after he's fully grown. So each figure can pretty much adapt size-wise to each other figure, which is actually really brilliant to me. But anyways, I just wanted to mention that. We do get the base adapter right here for Rodan. This is mainly to basically fit like underneath the stomach region. We get this part right here, which has a ball joint adapter right here for the stand adapter to basically go on. And this basically has a peg right here that goes into one of the 3 pegs that you have here on the base itself. Now right here, so this is like the main basically thing that you'd want to use for the base, or you can use this or this. These little parts right here are just little tiny like nubs that like kind of take the place of the holes if you're not using them, but basically these 2 Rodan sections right here also can like peg in to these little sections at the bottom, so that does work however many ways you want it to, but that is pretty cool. And moving along to Big Bird himself, we have the S.H.MonsterArts Rodan, and he looks pretty cool. Sure, he isn't a big figure like most other S.H.MonsterArts figures, but he still does get the job done in terms of looking really nice. Moving in on the details, there is a lot of nice sculpted detail, especially here like on, you know, the neck region, the bottom of like, you know, the body. Lots of like little molded wrinkles and all that kind of stuff, which does look really, really good. Some muscle detail too, which is really nice as well. Yeah, but just a lot of nice like wrinkly sculpted detail. The mouth, like the inside of the mouth, the teeth are painted individually, especially like the 2 rows of teeth, which is terrifying. But yeah, and then there's, you know, some tongue detail on the inside as well. The eyes are, well, just black dots. There's really nothing going on there for the eyes, but you know, it works, I guess. The beak is a nice gray color right here. The red for like, you know, this, it kind of looks like muscle detail to me. I will say that like inside out muscle detail, especially here like on the neck, which does look very nice. Lots of really cool looking like design like details, like just as part of the, I don't know, the skin design, I guess. I don't really know what to call it, but you know, that does look very nice, especially some of the outline colors like the brown and then going into the white. So that is really nice. There is also a shine to it, which I guess could like help replicate when it's like swooping through water and all that kind of stuff, so I guess that's pretty cool. But yeah, in terms of like other areas that are painted, like the claws and like the toe claws and basically these chest and stomach claws, I guess. I don't know. They're painted really nicely. There's really nothing missed or anything like that, so that is very, very nice as well. I'll say this though, be careful. The figure itself is a bit sharp, but it's not like too bad. Like if you really wanted to, like, you know, try to draw blood, you'd have to put in a lot of effort to do so. But yeah, still just take some caution because there's a lot of sharp edges on the figure itself, but not too terribly bad. Talked about paint and detail, let's talk about the articulation, and there is quite a bit actually. So first we do have an opening jaw that can open about that wide, not too much though, but that's not a huge deal. So it can open about that much, and it can close. It can look up about that much, look down about that much. It can kind of do some side to side a little bit, and then some rotation, like a slight swivel. Lots of ball joints in this figure, I will say that, but it can look to the side about that much and about that much. But yeah, so there's a lot of range within just the head region, which is very nice. With the arms, there is a ball joint system in here. So there's a ball joint here and a ball joint here. So you can kind of do some swiveling, but not too much. I'd recommend being careful. This part is kind of loose. I think this is just a dumbbell ball joint that runs through this part right here. So yeah, but nothing new in terms of that. And then we do have some ball joint regions here and here. I just realized there's some missing paint on that little section right there, but not a huge deal. But you can bring them out for the wingspan, which does, ooh, and one thing I forgot to mention, the brown kind of going into that like light brown pinkish color does look very nice. I do like how they did that. But same thing on this side. So that's pretty much the full wingspan, which is really cool looking. But yeah, so lots of articulation in the arms. The hands do swivel like so on both sides, so that is very nice. And then there is some articulation in here, so the chest and diaphragm does move, and there is some movement in this little section right here, which is very nice. But yeah, you can kind of see like where the cut meets right in there. And then the legs are also articulated. They can move forward about that much and back about that much. They could probably move a little bit more. I just don't want to risk breaking it because these joints are really small, but there is a dumbbell ball joint system kind of going through this little section right here, like most S.H.MonsterArts figures. And finally, the feet do move up and down on this tiny hinge, which I would highly recommend being careful with. But yeah, so that's pretty much the articulation for Rodan. When it comes to like setting up the base, you know, you have these parts like in the little base right here, they just kind of connect through there, and then the main base right here connects through there. And then, you know, these are all on bendy wires, so you can adjust them however you want, and, you know, just, you know, pose them however you like and make a cool looking display. So that is pretty cool. And when it comes to placing Rhodey on the base, all you got to do is just align the chest section right here with that, kind of just bring that back a bit so makes it a little stable. It is a little difficult to place him without it like being jiggly, but there you go, and that looks really, really nice. I just think it's cool that you can get a lot of display options out of this figure, especially when posing it next to the other singular point figures, and I think this is just, it just looks really, really cool. And for a quick size comparison here, we have the S.H.MonsterArts singular point Rodan next to the Super 7 Showa era Rodan, and they look pretty cool together, I'm not gonna lie. And next to some other S.H.MonsterArts, here we have Rodan next to the S.H.MonsterArts 2021 Godzilla, 1989 BioGoji, and last but not least, the S.H.MonsterArts Godzilla Ultima, and these two look absolutely amazing together. Now, technically, I'm pretty sure this is the correct scale, but either way, this just looks so, so cool. But anyways, guys, that is pretty much it for my review on this figure. Would I recommend it? Absolutely yes. Maybe if you could find it for a slightly altered price. I got this for 50 bucks. Is it worth 50 bucks? I'd say yes. That's my opinion. I'd say it's worth 50. But if you could find it for like a bit cheaper, then I'd definitely highly recommend this figure. It's really good, looks great with Godzilla Ultima. So if you can find it, I would highly recommend getting it. But anyways, guys, that is pretty much my my thoughts and review on this figure. I hope you all enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.